They said the sacrifice was for the gods. They said no human must touch it. But on the night the food disappeared, the gods stopped answering prayers, and the village began to die, one child at a time. Hunger did not arrive suddenly in Alaogodo. It crept in quietly, like a thief who knows he will return. The rain stopped, the yams shrank, the river thinned like an old man's voice. By the third moon, even hope tasted dry, and that was when the elders made the decision. At night at the sacred grove, a wooden tray was placed before the ancient shrine. On it, pounded yam palm oil, roasted goat meat, fresh kola nuts, food no hungry mouth was allowed to touch. Chief priest: this meal is for the gods alone. Whoever eats it eats death. The villagers bowed. Children were dragged home. The grove was sealed. Ifeoma was 12 years old, too young to understand covenants, too hungry to fear them. Her mother had not eaten in 2 days. Her baby brother cried without tears. That night, hunger spoke louder than tradition. There was wind and the rustling leaves. Ifeoma passed the sacred grove. The smell hit her: meat, oil, warm food. Her stomach twisted violently. Ifeoma, whispering, "Just one bite." She stepped inside. The shrine was quiet, too quiet. Her hands shook. She touched the food. Nothing happened. She ate, one bite, then another, then everything. As she wiped her mouth, a deep voice echoed. Voice: "So, you chose us." The fire went out. Darkness swallowed the grove. At dawn, a child was found dead, foam at his mouth, eyes wide open. By evening, another fell. The elders panicked. The gods were angry. Ifeoma woke screaming. Her tongue was black. Symbols burned into her palms. When she cried, ants gathered. When she slept, dogs howled. Her mother knew. Mother, shaking. "What did you do?" Ifeoma could not answer. Her mouth spoke, but not her voice. At the shrine, the priest collapsed. Priest, possessed, the girl has eaten what binds us. She carries our hunger now. The villagers turned, slowly, toward Ifeoma. That night, Alaogodo tied a rope around a child's waist, not to save her, but to decide whether she would die as a punishment or live as something else entirely. Drumbeat, silence. At night, torches flicker. No one slept in Alaogodo that night. A rope was tied around Ifeoma's waist, not to restrain her, but to mark her. A mark that said, "This child is no longer one of us." She did not cry. She did not resist. Her eyes were dull, but something ancient stared through them. They locked Ifeoma inside a hut at the edge of the village. By midnight, her stomach growled, not like a child's. It sounded deep, echoing, endless. Ifeoma whispering, "I am hungry." Her mother rushed to her with food. Before the bowl touched the ground, it turned black, rotten. Maggots spilled out. Ifeoma screamed, "Ifeoma, this is not food." Her voice layered with others. Voices through her. We hunger differently. The curse spreads by morning. The sickness returned. Anyone who touched Ifeoma vomited, fainted, or collapsed in pain. Animals avoided her. Fire refused to burn near her. The gods were feeding, but not on food. They were feeding on fear. At the shrine, the chief priest fell again, his body twisted unnaturally. Priest/gods, the girl has eaten our portion. Now she must become our vessel. The elders gasped. Priest/gods, she will eat for us, walk for us, hunger for us. A murmur spread. They wanted to turn a child into a living shrine. The mothers screamed. Ifeoma's mother, Adaku, ran forward. "Adaku, she is not a god. She is my child." The possessed priest laughed. Priest/gods, then why did she eat like one? Silence crushed the square. They brought Ifeoma food again, this time raw, still warm. She shook violently. Ifeoma, crying, "I don't want this." Her hands moved on their own. She ate. The earth trembled. A distant child screamed and died. The villagers understood. Each time she ate, someone paid. The secret. No one asked that night. An old woman, Mama Ulo, approached Adaku. Mama Ulo, The gods you serve are not gods. Adaku froze. Mama Ulo. They are hungry spirits trapped by old men long ago. They survive only because we keep feeding them. Adaku's breath caught. Adaku. So, we did this to ourselves? Mama Ulo nodded. Mama Ulo revealed the truth. Long ago, the elders chained wandering spirits and called them gods to control the people through fear. Sacrifice was never divine. It was maintenance. If Ioma had not offended the gods, she had exposed them. At dawn, the spirits demanded a final feeding. Priests/spirits, let her eat until we are full, or the village will empty. The elders turned to Adaku. Elder, give us your daughter. Adaku stepped forward. Her voice was calm, too calm. Adaku, no, gasps. Adaku, she will not eat again. Adaku took a torch. The elders shouted. The spirits screamed. She threw the torch into the shrine. Fire exploded. The ground shook violently. Spirits screaming, we will starve. Adaku, then starve. Ifeoma collapsed. Black symbols faded from her skin. Her hunger stopped. The wind stilled. The spirits wailed, then vanished. Silence fell like rain. When the fire died, the shrine was ash. But Alaogodo was changed. The rains did not return immediately. The land suffered. Freedom had a cost. Years later, Ifeoma grew. She never ate much. She never wasted food. She became a storyteller, warning children of false gods and blind traditions. The village never rebuilt the shrine. Not everything called sacred is holy. Not every hunger deserves feeding. And sometimes the bravest sacrifice is not blood, but truth.
We have come to the end of this story. What is your view about believing in this type of African tradition? Should traditions be questioned or obeyed at all costs? What would you have done?